Mark Randall Volman, born on April 19, 1947, and passing away on September 5, 2025, lived the kind of life that makes you want to lean in and listen. He wasn't just another musician, he was a cultural spark plug, a singer, guitarist, songwriter, actor, teacher, and even a comedian in disguise. If the name doesn't instantly ring a bell, chances are you've sung along to his voice. Think about that timeless 1967 anthem, Happy Together. That was Mark Volman and his band, the Turtles, giving the world a song that still shows up in movies, commercials, and karaoke bars to this very day. Born in Los Angeles to a Jewish father and a Catholic mother, Volman grew up in the suburb of Westchester, where he strummed his guitar in a little band called the Crossfires. By the time he graduated from Westchester High School in 1965, destiny had already set him on the road to rock history. With his bandmate and lifelong friend Howard Kaylan, Volman co-founded the Turtles, one of the hottest groups of the late 1960s. His trademark frizzy hair became almost as famous as the music itself, so famous that, believe it or not, he once insured it for $100,000 against fire, theft, or even illness. Talk about rock star confidence. When the Turtles eventually disbanded, Volman and Kaylan found themselves in a tough spot. Their old contract was so strict that they couldn't even perform under their own names, but instead of disappearing, they reinvented themselves. Enter Flo and Eddie, a quirky, free-spirited duo that went on to collaborate with none other than Frank Zappa in The Mothers of Invention. Together, they didn't just make music, they created soundtracks, lent voices to animated films, and even added flavor to Zappa's offbeat film 200 Motels. By the mid-2010s, Volman was still rocking the stage. He and Kaylan launched the Happy Together tour, pulling together a lineup of legendary acts from the 1960s and hitting the road for more than 60 shows a year. Audiences loved it, an entire generation reliving its youth. But behind the scenes, life was throwing curveballs. In 2015, Volman was diagnosed with throat cancer. By 2016, he had beaten it, proving once again that he wasn't just a survivor, he was a fighter. But Mark Volman wasn't only about rock and roll. In his mid-40s, when most people are thinking about slowing down, he walked into a classroom. At Loyola Marymount University, he earned his bachelor's degree in 1997, graduating magna cum laude as class valedictorian. And in true rock star fashion, he led his graduating class in singing Happy Together. Can you imagine that scene? CBS News thought it was so good. They aired it. Volman didn't stop there. He went on to earn a Master of Fine Arts and later became a beloved professor, shaping the next generation of music business leaders at Belmont University and beyond. Students even called him Professor Flo. His personal life was full of twists, too. He married his high school sweetheart, Patricia Hickey, in 1967, and together they raised 2 daughters before divorcing after 25 years. He later remarried in 2000, though that relationship ended in 2015. Through it all, Volman balanced the stage and the classroom, the spotlight, and family life. In June 2023, Volman revealed a heartbreaking diagnosis, Lewy body dementia, a disease that gradually robs its victims of memory and control. Still, he faced it with courage. On September 5th, 2025, after a short illness, Mark Volman passed away at the age of 78. From the bright lights of the 1960s to the lecture halls of the 2000s, Volman left behind a career that was as versatile as it was inspiring. He wasn't just about the music, he was about resilience, creativity, and leaving something for the next generation. Now, here's the question for you. Which part of Mark Volman's journey stands out the most to you, the rock star who gave us Happy Together, or the professor who inspired students long after his chart-topping days? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you learned something new today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about the legends who shaped our world.